Hi guys, Spectre here, welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Continuing our Wulfrik campaign. We're just in the process of building things up, aren't we? We got Throg out last time, respect him. Ah, the troll layer, yes. To be completely honest, I thought that would have been taken much sooner.
The masters have surely fated this meeting.
I'll take some trade off him and some money. Looks like, as usual, Azazel's done fuck all. Think about it. What? Yeah, it was a layer of the Troll King they took. It's one of Costaltin's armies. They've taken Bear Blades and circumvented this? Oh shit. Strong army, but he can attack you next turn. That takes 5 turns to build. Shit.
My challenge undeniable.
Want both of those. And then I just need to get it back up to 5 pop. I can upgrade to that. I can destroy that. And then we get 3 more buildings. So we're going to want that. We're going to want this. And then either want this or one of these. And because Wulfrik buffs mammoths, I mean they get 15 more melee attack there. That's globally for all the armies. And then Anthony got one in here as well. That's skin wolves. Maybe not. I thought he had one in here. But then again, they do get them these things, don't they? So they get cheaper recruitment, -1 leadership to enemy local region, and then +1 recruitment for mammoths. That helps skin wolves. And then they get a further 4% off the recruitment there for mammoths as well. So you're talking 14% reduced recruitment cost. Once we're done recruiting, really, because that one's really mainly for if you're recruiting the units. We could always take 2 of these out because that one still has like -1 enemy leadership. But we could take both of these out and then put on both of the sacking ones, and we get another 15% there from sacking. Either way, the bulk of your money, bollocks, is going to be earned through the bulk of your money is going to be earned through fighting battles or winning battles, and sacking towns and cities. That's where you're going to get the bulk of your money as Norscans. Especially once you've got all the required research. And obviously like your blue tree on your lord. You know, anything else they might have. I mean, sometimes they might have something really weird up here. Like that might increase the sacking or something. I mean, for some reason, because he had dread retainers, which is kind of weird. I think it's unlocked some of them. But I've got to keep them here. Because he's got Troll Guardians, Familiar Line Breakers, and Skin Wolf Stalkers, which all buff a certain type of unit that he's going to have in his army. But for some reason I get to keep them, even though I've taken away the Dread Retainer's skill. Dread Retainers normally isn't worth having, in all honesty. Because like these buff the units to quite a decent extent as well. And then that one buffs Frog, gives him more damage and more uses of his vomit. These you don't normally want to waste your skill points on. At least you want to make sure you can get everything else that you need to get first. Like I'm not even taking Lightning Strike at the moment. And even then I won't take maxed out one anyway. I'd only take like 1 or 2 points in it. But you want to get the other stuff. You want to get your reduction, upkeep, extra healing. These are all really important things that you need. Functioning as Norscans. That's the last one that's building on that anyway. Right, okay, we'll move him here. Because it's going to be 6 turns and that can upgrade to tier 4 as well. Now that army has gone this way. They can't attack that straight away next turn. There's no point upgrading these, they won't get built in time. They take far too long to build. I don't know why a mediocre garrison building takes so long to build. If I'm completely honest, I don't understand why that is. It's kind of weird. That one I can probably upgrade, because it's out of the way. Because unless he goes down there, in which case he's not going to come this direction. And then it depends on where these go, because they might go that way towards Winterpire, but they might come this way towards here. Who's at war with the Kislevites? He's strength rank 4? Damn.
Hellish power.
Grimgor strength rank 1. But again, with Grimgor, unless he takes a large portion of the world out, removes Cafe, removes Greasus, that sort of thing, he will fall off in the late game, as Greenskins generally do. Next Greenskin campaign that I play, I'm going to try something that I've not tried before, and if it works, I'm then going to do it in the 2 campaigns after that as well, well, a variation of it. So I'm going to try and keep them somewhat thematic, but I'm going to try and play on the what the Greenskins are when they're a war, and see if it works. It might work, it might not.
You dead. You have a proposal, yes? Good. I do so hate murderous rage before lunch.
Yes. I take in my aspect and revel. We agree? Good. Yes. Bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
Still £6 though. It's too expensive. I can't trade him a settlement as of yet. Surprisingly, Sigvald is strength rank 6. But see, he's only got 6 settlements. But this is the thing. Depends what those 6 settlements are. If 3 of those are dark fortresses, that's good. Then he's got a really stable base. Because Archeon's only got 3. Because you don't need a large number of settlements to be strong as Warriors of Chaos. You just need 3 or 4 dark fortresses and you're pretty much set.
Harbinger. You play in the dark.
So I've only got to have the military action against Savannah Heimlings wear off and me and him are good. So I'm not going to be fighting again. That's good.
You summoned the
Can't get defensive alliance with him yet though. Right, we're not at war with her. But we are at war with him. Funny enough, he's stronger than her with less settlements. And who's he at war with? Azazel's almost dead. Me. And then the Chaos Dwarves. Where was the one that I upgraded? I upgraded one. Was it this one down here? Was that one? Yeah, we keep getting shit ones though, don't we? I mean, more spearing's not bad, but more leadership on him is not fantastic, really. I'd rather have him actually, if it's leadership or a size, I'd rather have him have, like, confident. So he actually has more leadership himself and then gives more to the army. Looking for, like, confident or disciplined or something along those sorts of lines. I mean, I'd rather take minus leadership to the enemy armies than take leadership or a size. Because they don't have amazing leadership. And that's the best one, misshapen. -5 enemy leadership is pretty good. And if you can get that on your heroes as well, you can give a nice sizable decrease to the enemy leadership. But see, that's a good one there. That's why I've recruited him already. Because then he physically gets 10 more leadership himself. And then he gets +2 leadership to every unit in the army. So he actually gets +12. Because with that one, it actually stacks on him as well. So he actually gains 12 leadership. With everyone else gaining 2. And yeah, he only has 70. So it's putting him up to 80, but in the battle, he'll actually have 82. And since Marauder Chieftains are one of the weakest melee lords in the game, because they're I think they're the only melee lord that doesn't actually have a melee tree. Even like the Goblin Warlord has a melee tree. The Marauder Chieftains don't have one. So I'm hoping that when CA do rework the Norscans, they do put in a melee tree. You need something where you can increase your stats, melee attack and defense, your damage, bit more leadership, probably charge bonus, armor. You know, you need a basic melee tree. And then on the end of that, Norscan Troll, Norscan Ice Troll units. If it weren't just trolls, that'd be better. I do want trolls for Wulfrik, for Throg, but not for anybody else. He'll be the only army that'll be having the trolls in. I have trolls in every army when I'm playing Throg, because he buffs them globally. If it's going to be monsters, why won't it include the Skin Wolves and the Famirs? They're monsters. Right, well the good news is, they've actually bought me an extra turn of income from my respective settlements. Because neither of these armies moved, they both stayed put.
No higher power than I.
I'm just contemplating whether to upgrade these or not. Because you don't get much, but it's the fact that it takes 5 turns to do. That one I'm not going to attempt to do because it can be straight there in 2 turns. And that one can also get there in 2 turns. So it depends. It's just I'm just looking at the money as a sink sort of thing. And as I said, I don't mind operating in the red once I can recruit my army. When I can recruit my army, it's not going to be an issue. I can get a Skinwolf working next turn. Or 2 turns. 6 turns away, I can recruit armoured Skinwolves. 5 turns away, we can get Familiar Balefiend of Shadows. And then it's just trying to work out how many I want to put into an army. Because obviously with a buff on mammoths, and with reductions on recruitments on mammoths and stuff, I might as well take at least a 1 mammoth in each army. I mean, might yet get rid of these, I don't know. I mean, 6. If we have 6 Skinwolves, that's 12. With the Lord and the 2 heroes, that's 15. Leaves 5. Or if we keep them, then 4. We could take a War Mammoth, and then 3 for Mia. Then again, saying that, it might not be worth taking Ice Trolls as much with Throg, because he doesn't get his faction benefits, does he? Which normally give his trolls, I think, more missile resistance and more physical resistance. He does get these benefits still here. So he's getting what? Horrible Generation for Troll and Skin Wolves, a Generation for all for Mia, and then all Troll units gain 20% missile resistance there. Then you gain 8 more melee defense for Troll for Mia and Skin Wolves, and Frenzy for Troll and for Mia. Maybe they are. Skin Wolves get melee attack, charge bonus, weapon strength. And then your Femia, your Mammoth, and your Ice Trolls are going to get armour, weapon strength and ward save. Yeah, probably still worth taking. They're not going to be as strong as if I was playing Throg, obviously. But Throg is still going to be stronger than any Marauder Chieftain. Some Marauder Chieftains just don't have good stats. They don't get a melee tree. To be fair, even if they had a melee tree, Throg would still probably be the better option. But with a melee tree, it would at least close the gap. Because this is what they need. They need this. Obviously, they wouldn't have Seafang, but then they'd probably have, like, I don't know, +5 melee attack. But then you've got increased charge bonus, armour, increased melee defense, increased melee attack. Foe Seeker, an ability they can have, which is good. Increased damage, increased health, which is super important. Increased leadership, which is good because they haven't got amazing leadership. And then here, it could either be increased speed or more melee defense is usually one of the ones you have in the end, along with Deadly Onslaught. So you'd have something like that, but they need a melee tree, like Wulfrik's got. Where they haven't got that, they've just got those 4 options from the gods, and they've left this melee tree out on a melee lord. I don't understand why CA have done that. It's really, really weird to me. It's like they were rushing the design phase of Norsca and thought, just chuck those in, we'll leave it.
But much time for killing.
Don't know why people insist on trying to ask me for gifts. I don't care about them. Even if they beeline it to me with like 1 army, I will just kill the army. Even with the army that I've got. And Balakor's here with a partial army. They won't get here in time to bother me. And they've still stayed put. Interesting. Well, that one should definitely get built in time at least. Reason I built it on that one, because it's further back and it is a fully upgraded port. Winterpire technically also has a fully upgraded port, but Winterpire can be attacked from either side. Think about what? Why is it showing the generic demon prince with 18 skill points? Has he put them all into the red tree? Because it makes it like he's put some here, but it hasn't filled it out. That's kind of weird.
Where's my next?
Let's see if we've got a good trait at all on... Hang about, we've got gemstones here, haven't we? What does that bring in? Only 50? And we get minus 5%. Why do we get minus 5? Ah! So because he's in the area, we'll lose 5%. I was wondering what that was. So what the fuck? I mean, that at least increases his stats. So I'll gain more melee attack and then some armor piercing damage. We'll get rid of that one as well. Because Strider's not very good either, in all honesty. Because you get 20% more movement speed, it's all well and good, and Strider means you're not affected by like movement impairing effects in the battles. But he's going to outrun the skin wolves he'll be with. So then he's going to run ahead by himself. Now don't get me wrong, heroes probably the strongest units in your army, other than your lord, or in some cases even stronger than your lords. Especially for, I suppose, generic marauder chieftains who don't have a melee tree. Especially when they get level, obviously like when they get leveled up and when they've got items attached to them. Yeah, they can be quite brutes on the battlefield. But your heroes and your lords at low level are extremely vulnerable. I mean, your marauder chieftains are vulnerable all the way up until they get a mammoth. And that's only because the mammoth really gives them armor piercing, and a metric shit ton of health. Ambush you discovered. He's fucking miles away. Coedil. Ooh, Astrogoth. He's having to deal with Drycha. Yeah, Astrogoth, buddy, see, you're one of the few factions that can build armies that will easily deal with Drycha and Wood Elves. But that army isn't one of them. Why the fuck have you got green-skinned slaves in there? And he's got an army of fucking hobgoblins as well. Does he have any decent D-Dong caravan? What's he spamming all the hobgoblins for? Honestly, I don't know. They moved. Right, okay. So they're heading down there. That one's still recruiting. So it's presently staying put. Right. So Winterpire then. I will invest in that. Because if they're going to go there, they're either going to go here after or here. And more than likely it's going to take them more than 5 turns to get to there. The only thing that can get there in less than 5 turns is that army. But they've still got 1 turn to like here, 2 there, and then they could probably go from there straight to there, I think, in 1 turn. If they can't, then it'll be 2 turns. They can make it in 4. But I can start building it now, and it'll probably get built. I'll probably still lose it against a 20 stack, but it's just in case I maybe can win it, or at least deal more damage to them. The main ones that I want to keep safe is Doomkeep, Monolith of Bjorkil Bloody Hand, and the Monolith of Catan. They're the ones that I primarily want to keep safe. I mean, that one especially as well, because it's also a city that's a port, which is really good. I don't expect to hold on to any of the towns, in all honesty. But once I've got Wulfrik's army out, and I've transferred a lot of this stuff over into Throg, Wulfrik's going to start sacking like fuck. And that money's going to skyrocket there. So even if this goes into the red, we don't care. The only thing that works against you with Norscans is if they get to your shit, and put you in the red before you're able to start sacking. Now, in theory, you could go and try and sack You could go and try and sack earlier on. You could just get a 20 stack army and go sacking. There's nothing stopping you doing that. But if I'm going to be heading through the straits between Bretonnia and the High Elves, any port on there, an army or armies can come charging out of and hit me. I want a decent army before I attempt that. So I'm literally doing this here. That gives me 20% more on my sacking. I've then got to do this one and this one. That one first, actually, because it's got Bretonnia and Southern Kingdoms and stuff in that. Empire, Kislev, Vampire, Count, Greenskins. That one after. So I want to be doing both of these after this one. And then I've got to do Demise of Tilly and Pillaging of the Lizardmen, because they give 10% more from post-battle loot. And that's going to maximise our income potential. Then I'll be coming back here to do these. And buff my units. I mean, losing this one actually now isn't a massive loss because it's a non-port based town. So that isn't as big a concern, especially now I've got my military access that I needed. That one is, because that one was coastal. It's got a port in there. Right, next turn that can be upgraded.
Yes, I hear you. Fear me.
Just chucked him back in there to keep that up, because that's plus 25 growth in the max one. I don't want to lose that 10 growth. Do any of these actually increase growth? No. Ooh, that's quite dirty. So your lords all get +5 recruit rank. Upkeep -10% for your mammoths, skin wolves, your too many important ones really. And then 10% physical resistance for marauder infantry, which obviously includes your marauder champions. That's quite disgusting. And they can already get 10% as well through their rage ability. So they could have 20% physical while also being armoured. That's a bit tasty.
Let's fight.
Right, that army's started moving, and that's Costaltin now himself. There we go. Cancel that. Because if he attacks that next turn, he can essentially attack that the turn after. And if he attacks it while I'm building the building, I won't get the money back. And it's 4,000, it's quite a bit of money. It's pretty much what I bring in a turn. Yes. And he's got disciplined. No. Fuck's sake.
You do you, Ifradu. Slot down.
Get rid of that.
Gauzi da Alpha.
Why is that one back again? Stop giving me that shit fucking trait. What do they even have? They've got 70 leadership. Which if I get that I can increase it to 82. I'm not relying on you for that. See, that one's better, because that one's characters or leadership effect +4. And then you do get a small bonus to your leadership aura size. Not as big as the other one at 40%, but you get 25%, but then a plus to your bonus. Still not amazing, but it's better. Why is this so high? Honestly, I've got no idea. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. So that one they occupied, but that one he just sacked it, whatever.
I died before betraying Kislev. Speak now.
Ultimately, obviously, I only need to hold, well, ideally a city. So Dunkeep might eventually fall. So I either need to hold this or this. And that's just basically to stave off global attrition. So if need be, I get the garrison maxed out and I stick a 20 stack army in there. And then at least one Kislev army won't be enough. They're going to need at least 2 armies, potentially more.
Who's next?
Right, what we'll do is, I'll leave this part here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're around here, please subscribe. The playlist link will be in top of the description. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care everyone and have a great day.